In this video, we are going to talk about how we can use Seedream 4 inside Photoshop to generate high quality images based on our needs. I'm gonna show you how you can get this plugin, how you can install it on your Photoshop, how you can run it, and how to use it, and how to write better prompts to get better results that you need from your AI model. So let's get started. So in order to use Seedream inside Photoshop, we cannot just use it directly. We need a plugin. We need some script that connect to Seedream and do the processing, bring the image back to Photoshop and do some changes, right? And for that, I will put down the link to this plugin down in the description. To be honest, the same day that Seedream 4 came out, I found it really interesting and really strong. And I thought it's a pity that we don't have Seedream inside Photoshop. So what I did, I created the plugin myself. I created the code myself. And you can come here, you can get the plugin, right? And here are some description, some information about how to do it. But in a moment, again, I will show you, right? So you can come here, get the plugin. And when you purchase the plugin, let me bring it here so you can see it. It will give you, here's it. It will give you a file like this. You can download this file. It's Seedream 4-script. All you need to do, and it doesn't matter if you are on Windows or you are on Mac, or if your Photoshop is on older version or newer version, it works either way, right? All you need to do is to go to your Photoshop folder. So here I am in my Photoshop folder. Come to presets, come to scripts, and just paste this script here. That's all you need to do, right? If your Photoshop is open, close it, restart it again, right? And when you come back, this option in the scripts, when you come to File, Scripts, this option added here, right? But when you just click on it, it will give you an error. It will tell you to make a selection first, right? So you can come here, make a selection, and try again, script. Where is it? Here it is. And the first time that you open it, it will not show you this page, this window. It will show you another window to paste an API token. Now, from where you can get this API token? From Replicate website. So when you create your account on replicate.com, right? Come to your account, go to billing, add some credit, right? Click on add credit, add some credit here, right? And then every time that you generate an image inside Photoshop using that plugin, it will cost you 3 cents, okay? This 3 cents is the cost of generating image from Seedream, okay? So Seedream taking that money, right? So add your credit here, then come to API tokens, right? And here you can just write a name. So it's just for yourself to understand what is it for. For example, same as me, you can write down Seedream-PS for Photoshop, click on create token, and it will give you a code, right? Just copy that token, come back into Photoshop. It's inside here, API setup, which is this window, right? Just write your API code, API token, and just update it and save it. Right now, I'm going to click on cancel. And anytime if you want to change your API code, you have to come here, click on this button, and it will open that window. The next thing is to write your prompt, okay? All right, so this is the image that I generated by Seedream. Then I made changes on it step by step, changing the seasons and the clothes and the feeling and the everything, right? So let's do the same ourselves. Let's generate something from scratch. Now this time I'm gonna do it with like full HD size, right? Let's test different things. So one thing is that you can select part of the image, but anytime that you want to start from scratch, right? Generate an image from your prompt, you have to select the whole screen that you have, right? So I'm going to come here on File, Script, then Seedream 4. And here I'm going to write my prompt. Now let's write a man, or let's do it this way. An old man walking with his dog on the sidewalk of a street, right? I didn't make it complicated. I didn't add a lot of details. And I'm just going to copy this prompt, okay? And I'm going to copy it because if it gets bad, I want to test it again and again and again until I get the result that I want. So when you copy it, you don't need to rewrite it again. So I'm just going to click on generate. And for the first time, I'm not going to cut this loading part in the edit because I want you to see how long it will take. It usually, again, depending on the quality of your image, depending on the complexity of your prompt, it may take longer, but usually it will take something around 10 to 30 seconds, right? So, right. It's not bad. It's good, right? This is our person, right? Oh, one thing, because the size is Full HD and our image, the image that it was generated was 4K, when we zoom in, the quality is not very good, right? If I wanted 4K, I have to create a 4K size file, right? So I'm going to try again. Let's open a new image and let's select 4K. I'm going to select all of it. Come here inside the script, Seedream, and let's paste the prompt again and click on generate. And let's jump forward, not to waste your time. All right, it took much longer. It took about 40 seconds, right? But you see the quality now, it's much better. We can see more details, right? But somehow I don't like the image, okay? I don't like the, I think this one was much better. So I'm gonna mention it is fall, right? Maybe there's a cross section there, right? I'm gonna mention that inside my prompt as well, right? So I'm just gonna turn this off and select the whole image and come here to script and try again. So an old man walking with his dog on the sidewalk of a street in fall, and we can see a yellow taxi in the background, or in the back on the side of the street. I added this because, and make sure that your size is on 4K, especially when your canvas, the image, the file that you created is also on 4K. I added that part because when we add, when the AI model want to show the person with the dog and also want to show a taxi in the back on the side of the street, it has to show the whole street, right? The camera angle must show it that way. Same as the first image, right? I wanted us to see the whole street. That's why I added that part of the prompt. Or I can just directly say that, hey, show the whole street. Okay, I want the camera show the whole street. All right. Again, it took about 40-45 seconds, but we have tons of details here. Look at this image. Wow. We have leaves here, but these are faded. And here we have focus, more focus, because our character is here, right? This is a dog. Here we have the taxi. It really looks amazing, right? Now, one thing, let me show you. So I'm going to make a selection. And I'm going to select my dog here, right? And I'm going to just write the script, come here, write the prompt, change this dog to a husky, okay? It's a very simple prompt, right? I'm going to click on generate. Now, the thing that happens here, the way that Seedream works, anytime that you give an image to Seedream, Seedream tries to think about the environment around it, okay, the surrounding environment. This is how Seedream think, right, at this moment. And because of that, sometimes the selection that you will give, if you don't select the whole image, it would be different. It may not look good, right? So the result is ready, but if you pay attention, here we have difference of color, right? And the bad thing is that the man is going, the husky is coming, right? So this is the bad part, but it tried to make it similar. Now, since we have a mask layer here, I can select the mask layer and just change the color to black, increase the size of my brush, and come here and just fade around my selection, right? So we don't see the difference of color. This is why using Seedream inside Photoshop is much better, right? Now I have this high quality husky here, right? But I can play with the mask, right? Now the thing is that still because of the direction, it's not really good, right? So I cannot use this. I can change the prompt that the husky is going because we didn't send the whole image to AI. If we just sent the whole image to Seedream, Seedream creates a better and logical image. So I'm going to turn off this layer and I'm going to select the whole image. And now I'm going to write the same thing. Come here. Let's say change this dog to a husky. Okay. So the same prompt, I'm going to click on generate, and not to waste your time, you're going to jump when the result is ready. All right, the result is ready. And if I just turn this layer off, okay, you see the dog is changed and now we have a husky and everything is matched. But the thing is that every time that you make some changes like this, it makes a very, very small tweaks, right? For example, if we come here to the pixels of the left side of this leaf, if I turn this new generated image off, you see the original one was a couple of pixels to the left, right? So sometimes we have this, right, in Seedream. In Nano Banana, we don't have this, but Nano Banana cannot give you this amazing quality at all, right? It can't give you at all. So let's make some other changes. Again, I'm going to select the whole thing and let's go back to Husky. And I'm going to write more complex prompt. So I'm going to come here, write down, change the season to winter, and it's snowing. The man and the husky are just standing, looking at each other. Now, one thing, sometimes when you write a prompt, make sure the spelling are correct. Okay, sometimes when you're writing quickly, we just add some letters in the middle that doesn't make sense, and Seedream doesn't understand the wrong words clearly, so you cannot guess that, oh, you meant, for example, looking, or you may, it will not get your get the meaning that you want. Okay, so make sure that all the spellings are correct. So let's fast forward to the part that the image is ready. All right, the image is ready, but everything about the image looks good, but it changed the image, right? If we just look at it, right, it's different. It's not exactly the same image. So this is what I mentioned. Sometimes you don't get the result that you want, but this is because of your prompt. If you want better result, you just need to change your prompt. So I'm going to go back to what we had here. I'm going to just come here to script. And sometimes we can take one step at a time. So let's keep the man and the husky in the same way. Let's just change the season and keep everything everything else the same at the same position, okay? And posture. So I'm just going to copy this prompt. So if I didn't get the result that I want from this prompt, I can change it, right? I change the prompt that I just wrote. So let's fast forward to see the result. All right, the result is ready. And now if you pay attention, it's exactly the same scene that we had, but just in winter, right? And we changed that by just changing our prompt. So the AI model is working perfectly. The plugin is working perfectly. Just to get the result that we want, we need to change the prompt, right? So if we look, if we zoom in, again, the quality, I'm crazy about the quality that it gives us. Look at the snow on the husky, right? Everything is almost the same, just it changed the weather and the quality. God, it's really good. Did we have this leaf here? Yeah, we had it. Oh, and we had these two as well. It's really good, right? It's really, really good. It thought about all of these little details that even though that it is a snowing, we probably have some leaves around. So this was how to make some changes on an image using different prompts and using the plugin that connects us to Seedream. And one thing else, let me show you. If we come to Seedream, if we come to replicate, and if we come to, I think we have to come to dashboard, okay? Yeah, here it will show us the previous prompts that we ran using, for example, here we are using Seedream 4. And if you pay attention, here it is telling us that it took 32 seconds to run, total 32 seconds, 0.4, right? And if we click on it, right, it will show us the input, okay? It will show us the prompt and all the settings about it. But these information will only be saved on replicate for 1 hour, okay? So if you just forget what was your prompt, you want to come back to it inside that 1 hour period, you can come back to it like this. You can come on replicate, go to dashboard, and everything is there, right? And if I come to my billing, here we can see that the amount changed a little. I think we used it for 3 or 4 images, and it should cost us 12 cents, right? So let's come back here and let me show you something else. So if we come to script to Seedream 4, here we can use this option to add reference images, okay? And here we can select the quality, or we can set it on custom and write it down yourself, right? Let me go back to 4K. And here we can match the aspect ratio to the selection or to something else that we have here. And the last two options here is that for the generation, do we want it to be on auto or on single? When it is on single, Seedream will give us only one example. When we put it on auto, if it is needed, Seedream will think about it. And if it comes to this decision that it needs more options, or you asked it inside prompt, create 4 images, 4 different images, which each of them has this specific items. Here, you can also mention the number, for example, 4. And when you generate, if Seedream decide, it will create 4 images for you. One of them will be here, and the next images will be added as a separate image on your canvas, right? So these were all the settings for this plugin. And just quickly, I want to show you how to use reference images. So here we had an image. Let me see if I can find it. All right, here is the image. Okay, I got this from internet, right, from Google. And if we look at the size, it's a square size, like full HD square size, right? And let's say if we want to change the material of the sofa. So I'm going to select the whole screen, right, by Command A or Control A on Windows. Come to Script, Seedream 4, and here I'm going to mention change the color and the material of the sofa and chairs to the reference image. Now, this is really important. Every time that you want to talk about this image here, mention reference image. And let me just add this. I think it's on my downloads. Come here, here it is. So here we have one image. If I add, for example, 2 or 3 images, I can mention, for example, take the material from image reference 1, reference image 1, take this item from reference image 2, take this item from reference image 3, okay? This way we can refer to each of these reference images, okay? Now I'm going to click on generate. And because the image size is less than 4K, it should generate it much faster. And we should get our result in about like 10 to 15 seconds. All right, the image is ready. And if we look at it, it generated exactly the same with the same material and the same color as our reference image. And if I just turn it off, you see that the wall, it just moved with the small pixels, right? And the room is a little bit lighter, okay? This is what Seedream itself does, okay? Every time that you generate an image, it may change the whole lighting or move a couple of pixels, some of the elements, okay? Not much. That is why I always suggest for Seedream, select the whole room, right? The whole area. But in case if you just want to make some changes for some specific element, you can select it like this and then later play with the mask a little to get the result that you want, okay? If you have any question relating to this tutorial, or if you need me to do something or make some changes inside the plugin, or if you faced some bugs or error inside the plugin, just write it down in the comments. I will read all your comments and respond to them. And I look forward to see you soon on the next video.